I did want to talk about this. I don't know if many of you guys give a fuck about this. I give a fuck about it, so I'm going to talk about it. Um so when we were younger, right? Think about how we consume content. So we either watch like cable TV, like Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, all that shit, or if you got a laptop or access to a computer around like, I don't know, how old was I? 8, 9, 10, somewhere around there. We watched a lot of YouTube, right? I feel like we were definitely a generation that was YouTube heavy. And even just in general, with like content in general, like streaming services and other things, it was generally all pretty free, right? Like we it was free. Content was free. To be entertained was, for the most part, outside of like cable, was like free. And then even with cable, we got everything under cable versus current day, all these fucking different streaming platforms with all of these shows and movies spread out everywhere. And we have to pay I probably pay like a total of $50 at least in like streaming subscriptions, right? And then also in like content world, creators are putting their shit behind like Patreon, and we have subscriptions with Twitch, and even YouTube has a subscription thing too. You said, what am I paying? I'm paying for Netflix, Hulu, and it's like a bundle, like Hulu and Disney. Uh what else am I paying for? Peacock, some other shit. I'm paying for a bunch of shit. Um but yeah, when now that everything is kind of like behind paywalls and stuff like that, and creators are doing more of a direct to consumer approach, where it's like you are directly paying me on a monthly basis for content. um I wonder, like, as consumers, is that like a problem with most people? Like, I wonder if people are bothered by it, that like, oh my gosh, like this person is charging this for like more content, or now they're putting all this content behind Patreon and blah 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 blah. um and it's definitely something that I'm interested in, because I am a person that pays for content. Like, I do pay certain creators for content because I consume a lot of content. I consume a lot of podcasts. And they're just people that I've loved and have grown to love over the years, that like their content is so good that yes, I'm going to pay for it because it's that good. You give me 4 podcasts a week, or you give me whatever type of videos, a reaction video a week, you give me vlogs, you give me whatever the fuck I want, right? So I'm gonna pay for it, right? Or and also, if the creator has some content that's involved with music, most likely it's gonna be behind a paywall. And so those creators, that's most of the creators that I'm talking about. There's a Mallory Bros. They built their YouTube off reacting to music. And then, copyright, YouTube, can't make no money, not monetized, whatever. So duh, they're gonna they're gonna move on to Patreon. It's annoying, but it's fair. They gotta make a living. Bro, I was just thinking of them. Yes. And a lot of people, when they post on YouTube and be like, oh, this video is up on Patreon, I see like a few comments every single time of people complaining about their Patreon. And like, oh my gosh, like you need to put stuff over here on YouTube and blah, 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 because they've been putting shit on YouTube over there for years. And they've had a Patreon for like, I want to say like 3 years now. And mind you, guess how much their lowest tier Patreon is. I want to say they have 2 tiers. Guess how much it is a month. Hold on, let me put more lip gloss on while you guess. Their lowest tier for their Patreon. No, it wasn't 7, or maybe it went up to 7. I believe I pay like $6, but the lowest one is 3, and I think the other one is 6. It might be 7, but I was paying 3 for a long time. I was paying $3 for a long time. $3 a month. Mind you, there's other creators that I pay like at most for like creators content, I pay like $25 a month because it's just that good. You give me more than enough content. It's high quality. It's entertaining. I like it. I've liked it for a long time. I'm going to pay. Like I personally don't have an issue with it, but I'm paying. Me me because I'm getting hours. I'm talking probably within a week. Like I'm getting 3, 6, 9, 12. I'm getting like at least 12 hours of content. Like I'm having podcasts to listen to when I get up in the morning. Oh, who? Joe Budden podcast. Yep, I definitely pay on a monthly. On a monthly. Joe, Mallory Bros. Is someone else? Well, no, I canceled mine with his because it was something else. I think that's it for Patreon. I don't know. No, it's somebody else for Patreon, and it's somebody else on something else. I pay quite a couple people, and then I might like donate and stuff like that. Like I'm going to pay if you're entertaining enough. If it's worth it, if the dollar amount and the content itself makes sense, I'm gonna pay. And I don't have an issue with it. But I see a lot of people that do, and they do complain about it. Yeah, it's not crazy to me either. I see a lot of people that complain about it a lot, and I understand it, but I also feel like there's a lot of people who have like very fair prices. Like we were just talking about Mallory Bros. $3. Like you can't do $3 a month. Like damn. You know what I mean? Like, and I understand you being mad about it because you not wanting to spend it, but being mad at them for literally being forced to put their shit behind a paywall. Like they have no other choice. And with these other platforms like a YouTube or a Twitch, who's still taking out their percentage, you know, doing more of a direct to consumer approach, doing a Patreon and subscription based things, it allows creators to see more of their money. And I feel like that's fair. And I feel like they're deserving of that and they should do that. And honestly, I think that we're going into a direction with content where it's going to be more direct to consumer. I think these other streaming platforms will kind of disappear slowly but surely or become less relied on. And I think more people are going to start Patreons. I think more people are going to have subscription based stuff for their content so they can see more of their money. And I who thinks that that's wrong? I don't. I'm all for creators and create all I'm fuck. I'm all here for creators getting their money. I'm not mad at that. But I genuinely am curious and like I'm interested to see other people's opinions when I post these clips and when y'all go back and watch. If y'all are um bothered by it, by having to pay for content. Cuz I don't know how many people that I know that are really content consumers like me. Like I am a YouTube watcher. I watch more content creators than like actual TV. Like right now, I started back Vampire Diaries, but, like, instead of Vampire Diaries today, I'm gonna, like, go watch a podcast. Like, that's just the type of person I am. I watch more creators because it's more, and they're all in different worlds, so I'm able to kind of get a little bit of everything, and I just prefer that. Um, so yeah, I don't know how many people in my life truly are real content consumers because I am, and so I genuinely wanna know for other people if it really bothers them and just get to understand that perspective, even though I don't quite understand it that much. Um, I'm just curious to know, but yeah, it definitely doesn't bother me. I'm gonna pay. It's just gonna pay every time. If the number and the content is right, I'm gonna pay for it because I like to be entertained, and there are people talented enough that provide a good enough product that they deserve to be paid directly every single month, and not through like filter through these other platforms that take out their percentage. Yeah, I feel like people should get used to it, get comfortable, get used to it because we are headed in a direction where content it is content is gonna the content creation world is gonna be a lot more niche. Meaning people creators are gonna start putting out a lot less content for free, which is already kind of happening, but like it's going to happen. Just give it a couple years. Just give it a couple years, and it's gonna. I feel like the content space is gonna be very, very niche, and I feel like I feel like it'll end up looking like this. I feel like the content world eventually is gonna end up very separated, and people will be paying for the content they want. I don't think it'll be what it is now, where it's still kind of you can kind of dibble and dabble everywhere and get shit for free and whatever. You don't have to fully commit or subscribe to this person or follow this person. I think eventually for like long form content, it's going to be more people catering to people that actually pay them versus people putting shit out for free. I think the content space is going to get very separated and everyone's going to be in their own individual communities, and it's going to be more subscription based, more paying monthly based. I think that's what it's going to be. Like sooner than you may think too. That so I feel like people should get used to it because if you're not already able to see that people are trying to kind of get rid of this third party system with these other platforms, um then I don't know what to tell you. Like people want their fucking money. And even on Patreon, I believe they take out their chunk. I don't think it's that big as the other ones. I'm gonna go look that up because I'm actually curious to know. But yeah. So, anyways,